Good morning, everybody. If you've been with us since the last segment or yesterday, you know I'm talking to John Kleinman about Sandy Allen, the world's tallest woman. And you did get a little emotional because when it seemed to me you especially get emotional when you talk about how difficult it was, just especially at the end of her life, but always, just in normal everyday activities.
She struggled every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
And yet you said to me that you never heard her say anything nasty about anybody.
No, she would get disgusted and upset with herself many
Right.
times, but she never said anything bad about anyone else.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, she was remarkable.
So as we look at some of the artifacts that you were giving to Ripley and Guinness, correct?
Right.
Okay. I guess it's really important to recognize that the purpose of this is not to make her look, excuse the expression, freakish,
Right.
but to show what an incredible human being she was.
Right.
Yeah.
She has been in the Guinness Book longer than any other record holder.
Is that right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, there's no living record held by anyone longer than what Sandy was in the Guinness Book. Right.
Wow. Okay, let's look at a couple of other things. I'm going to mention this because I know, because I didn't mention this, but Sandy and I were not nearly as close as you guys were, but we knew each other pretty well.
Oh, yes, she did. Sure.
And tell us about this.
Okay, Sandy loved to do paint by numbers, and she normally did them while she was suffering from periods of depression, and it was a way for her to escape some of the life's problems. And she was very creative. I think she probably could have painted without the paint by numbers.
I was just going to ask you that.
But she always liked this, and she
loved dogs.
She loved dogs. She's very religious as well, and just a remarkable outlet for her. And Dan Robbins, who was the creator of the paint by numbers, recognized that and sent her a book acknowledging and saying to the world's tallest paint by numbers.
There it is. So, and I do. No, go ahead, John. Tell me.
I'm going to open it up there.
When Sandy passed away, how many years ago is it?
She lived till 2008.
2008. I remember sitting at home watching when they did her obituary, and they had her seated in a chair, and behind her were pictures, and there was a picture of Barney.
Yes.
Because she loved it when I came, that she just loved when he would jump up on the bed and interact with her.
Yeah.
This is a unique piece of memorabilia. Show that to...
This is probably one of the rarest certificates that anyone has in the world. This was given to her by Ross McWhorter in 1974, and it was her first acknowledgement of being the world record holder as the world's tallest living woman. Mm-hmm. And a year later, Ross McWhorter was assassinated by the IRA.
Wow.
So this is the last certificate that he signed.
Okay. Everything is being shipped out today as we tape this. It was probably a couple of weeks back is when this is going to air. But you still have a few more things.
Yes.
And if it's okay with you, we're going to talk to you one more time, okay?
That's great.
John Kleinman with me about Sandy Allen, and we will do one final segment when we come back.
So incredible to see those items.
It is.
And especially that document.
Oh, I know. Well, and what's interesting, I think Dick had mentioned that she was closer to 7'7" maybe when she passed away. And you saw on that certificate it said 7'5". And Dick mentioned this yesterday, that she actually was continuing to grow.
Jeez.
As even in her latter years. It's just an incredible life. Just
absolutely.
Yeah.
We can't wait to hear more about that segment. You can also find out more about this on Wish TV from our previous coverage, both yesterday and earlier in the show, but also Cast a Giant Shadow, the life story behind Sandy Allen. It's by Josh Kleinman, who you just saw there with Dick Wolfsie. It's available for free download on Amazon this weekend only. Just search John Kleinman or the book to find the free download.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.